Okay, so welcome to the Funhouse. Okay, so welcome to Funhouse. And pay mad money to you. Okay, so I'm trying to go live on multiple platforms at the moment, so not quite managed it properly on Instagram, but we'll see. Hey Kyle, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, OPK seems to be making moves. It's currently 130. It's 24% up on the day, which is not a huge move for a you know, $1 stock, but it seems to be making moves. Fresh Track Therapeutics is FRTX, absolutely, J-Spec. I hope you caught that in when I mentioned it in the Discord there at about 7:40. Don't trade the catalyst. Trade the price action. That's my advice to anybody that's trading. Don't trade the catalyst. Trade the price action. So I'm looking at a perfect example of Weight Watchers yesterday. The catalyst was a bad catalyst. They missed everything across their earnings, and yet it rallied. So the market can react inversely to what you expect it to. So Yeah, so I've traded Fresh Track Therapeutics on both accounts so far today. So traded on the main account, managed to get just shy $1,200 so far, and we traded on we started off on the small account, and then I realised it's I've not got enough to go significantly big size on this. I ended up with like 7,500 shares. So I couldn't maximise the profitability of it. So I got out of it and moved over to the main account. So I'm halfway to goal already on the small account with FRTX. Yeah, that's a nice kind of. I think that's when I called it out just after it bounced on the VWAP. It was actually before then. I think when it broke the VWAP the first time. So yeah, a good catch there, J-Spec. Ah, right, okay. I'm live on Facebook as well. Nice. Live on Facebook, live on Instagram. So I've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, ShareVision, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok today. I'm going distinctly, although the Instagram one doesn't look great. I'm gonna have to work on something to fix that. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll have to work out how to do that. Technology, you wouldn't think I was in the technology industry for 2 decades, would you? But there you go. Hey Farron, good to see you back. Let me just pop out this chat. Right. Looks like that we're past the. It's a nice flag setup on the 5, I guess. I'm not really feeling it, if I'm honest. Let's put a little ray on from the top line, but it's looking weak. See where that takes us. You too, Alistair? I don't know where you're actually at today. Jet setter in the midst. Good morning, OEL. Good to have you back. There we go. So we just, it's kind of a, I'll just switch off Bloomberg in the background. It's distracting, I know, but it's a quiet day today. We've got Fed Chair Powell is likely to be talking around 10 a.m. again, addressing the House Committee again, so testifying. It didn't go well for him yesterday. If anyone watched the testimony yesterday, I mean, if you know about economics and you know about the market, then yes, what he said was nothing that would surprise you. However, the way it came across, it looked very bad to the uninitiated. Basically, it came across like the government wants more people out of work, which they do, but you have to put it into context. So they want people to lose their jobs is the way it came across, and that's not strictly the way it should be coming across, you know. Hey, Shafiq. Good, good. So we're just, unfortunately, I'll have to tweet. This is the first time live on Instagram. You can still get me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. But I'll have to work around the configuration. I just don't have time to do that right now. So tomorrow I'll see if I can get it working for Instagram better. How are you anyway? We're breaking out here. It's the breakout. That was a good 15 cents, that breakout. But look, if it's going to sustain, if it's going to be good, I'll be fine. Ouch. Oh, that's where you plan to get in. Okay, that makes sense. Currently, 359 is the high of dead. But how did you get filled at 365? You know, there's quite a lot of selling pressure up there now. It's the back end of the move, so if we can break 360 and go on a bit of a run, maybe get up to test $4, that'd be nice today. Morning, Penn State. Good to see you. Let's see what the day has to bring us. There's not a lot of smoothing. This is the top mover on the day. It's currently 88% up on the day. Has been higher, 90% as it stands right now. So 88 and a half. But there's nothing else really moving. We've got Diversity moving. Let's have a quick look at that. I didn't see that. Looks like good volume too. Ah, yeah, that just popped up. Looks like some kind of acquisition. Diversity Holdings. Yeah, there you go. Diversity Holdings are trading higher after the company announced it will be acquired by Salinas, so that's why that's moving up. No trade there. I think Keyball was the other one that I looked at. And that's also an acquisition. So that's pretty much it. Those are the top 3 gappers with any kind of volume over, you know, worth getting interested in. And 2 of them are acquisitions, so there's no real trade to be taken there. I didn't get that breakout. It was a bit of a fake out, wasn't it? 15-cent move, possibly take advantage of 10 of that, maybe. Lots of spreads. Get 10 cents on that move. I can't see any data, so I'm just looking at the last 6 months of charting here, and I'm not seeing anything over the last over the last 6 months or so that it's at this level. Let's have a look at the chart. Going back 12 months. Yeah, so we're going back to last time it was up at kind of the high 3s. Would have been last summer. We had a pop at the end of last June. It went up to 1260. So we do already have this. Is kind of a key level. 350. It's a key level. Got resistance at 454, 450. Then we've got previous support at 620. So just on the looking at the daily time frame. Let's see what else the market brings us today. I'm not too worried about jumping in and getting every last inch of the move. I'm going to do what I did yesterday, just be patient, wait for the right setups, get in when it's going good. It worked well for me yesterday, less stress. Much less stress. What are you guys looking at? What are you guys watching? Let's have a look at the markets. So the market themselves, sort of 15. I had a bit of a poor day yesterday. That happens when Powell speaks, and as long as his testimony doesn't have a similar effect today, you know, it kind of swings and roundabouts over the last week or so. So it's middle of February. Look at this on the daily. This is the S&P 500 on the daily. So we just kind of, this would have been 22nd of February was pretty much where we are right now. It closed on 22nd of February at 398.50. So we're currently at 398.70. So that's pretty much sideways over the last 2 weeks. Move up or down today? Bullish or bearish today? Or more of the same sideways action? I'll take a look at it. It's a smaller price one, but so it doesn't hit my scanners the same. No, I don't like it. It's the lack of volume for me. It just popped up, but just be careful with these small price stocks that pop up and they've not got huge volume, and they don't have historical volume either. If you look at this on the 60-minute chart, for example, now on the daily you'll see quite a lot of stuff on the daily, but the wicks say the same thing. But on the 60-minute, you see, you've got days where it's just done nothing. So it's just be careful with this one. Breaking highs. Going to test $2. It's breaking $2. I'm going to have a look what the catalyst is. Saver one. Saver one receives an order. Electrica Afekim to install Saver one system across its entire bus fleet of 1,200 vehicles. All right, okay. There you go. So that's why it's moving up. We've disclosed a major order. We got an order from a large construction company in Israel yesterday, and then just got this order today from Electra Afekim, whoever they are. What's the fundamentals here? It's data. 5.5 million shares. No real short interest as such. Huge relative volume, and we're talking like 20x relative volume, but still don't trust it for some reason. They've been trading a few years now, Shafiq. Well, rather you than me, Alistair. I'm pretty sure I bore myself to tears. Hey, Penn State, good to see you. We'll take some shares. We'll give it a try. Range 17 cents, so we'll give it 20 cents. We're in it. 242. I want to see it hold the $0.25 and move up. Got the VWAP at 215. That is the Cho snoring, Kyle, absolutely. In case you're wondering. Use gas. Could have waited for this pullback, really. Nice pullback. Will we get continuation? 65% up right now on the day. 65% move. That's a good move. At first pullback, if you're trading them at kind of 1.8 below $2, first pullback getting at 180, 185. That's not a bad. Wouldn't have been a bad entry. I was looking for it to move up and do 250 or tap the VWAP. So where are you off to, Alistair? 3 hours from Newcastle. You heading to London, are you? Big smoke. That's an Irish expression if ever there was one. The big smoke. You change the S for an SH sound. Very culty. Culture being countryside type. Colloquialism. We've got some range on this. It's quite volatile. A bit of selling pressure right now. See if we don't get the bounce on the VWAP. Nope, get out. Stay green, get green, stay green. Aye, right, you've been to London and now you're heading home. Okay? And sometimes it'd be like that. Oh, Fred up. Making moves. Etsy. Firex coin moving down. Hey Julie, good to see you. You didn't enjoy Hamilton? Yeah. I've seen it. It's a bit cheesy. Oh, it's very cheesy. It's loved in America, well, for obvious reasons. And you're saying that I wasn't overly enamored with Mamma Mia either. Went to see that down the West End back in the when I had offices there in Oxford Circus. I hope I have a great day too. Thatcher the musical. Yeah. Who are you going to get to play the lead? Dame Judy. Yeah, that's a good question. If there was a Thatcher the musical, who would you get to play the lead? So it's pulling back now. We're looking at realistically, it needs to be over a VWAP. It's testing $2, so that's my cutoff. I won't trade it at under $2. Versus everyone kept, yeah. So it's kind of struggling for decent volume on everything else. So there's two stocks to watch. I'm going to put this on watch. Back over a VWAP might be interesting if it makes another move. Well, me in a dress isn't a pretty sight. Although I do have a sister that looks like me, except she is actually very feminine. She's a former beauty queen, believe it or not. But, you know, go figure. We'll see what happens. Ah, 7-0. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of done now. Although it's never going to be done. I mean, come on, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, Carragher was at it last night before the Chelsea game on, was it CNBC or whatever it was, with his can of 7-Up, and I mean, trying to sneak the word 7 into pretty much every segue. Yeah, I'm sure she did. I got the brains and she got the looks. It's yeah, there's not a lot else moving. BBIO seems to be having a little bit of a move. The upside. This can get green. It could be interesting again. It rallied at the open yesterday. It's a windy old day out there. Old. Let's have a quick look. What's going on today? It's the same playlist I play every day there, Money Never. I'll just wait for the next setup. Top shipping. Oh, good lord, are they back again? Oh, it's 91 cents this time. That's a key level. $18 is a key level. It needs to hold up. I've already got it marked on the system there. $18 needs to hold on bridge buyout. Pretty much where the VWAP is as well. So if it comes back, that's the VWAP for support and then moves on to high. That could be worth Kate taking a look at. Bitcoin, well, until they sort out the debacle that is the FTX collapse, they've got the SI now is also a bit of an issue in terms of the crypto-friendly bank. Just the corruption in the crypto space right now, corruption and manipulation that's going on, until it actually gets above that, we're not going to see any big moves with crypto, because it's just going to get, every time it makes a move up, it's just going to get pulled back again. So Silvergate is the latest one. I think they're looking for a bailout or something today. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm still in Bitcoin. I'm still in crypto. I'm bullish on crypto in the long term. I just think there's a lot of issues to get out of the way before it starts to be bullish and starts to exhibit bullish tendencies. I think we're not over the worst in the crypto space. I think right now, let's pull up a chart here on Bitcoin. And where we're actually at the moment. BTC, Bitcoin. So it's down today, but it did get, look at it on the hourly one, on the hourly time frame, why not? So it did get up to kind of over 25k the end of last, or middle of last month, but it's just back down kind of in and around that 22k level again, which has been consistent support for it. What I'd like to see is we get to the end of all these scams and the deep-rooted manipulation, and I think the FTX was just one of a long list of institutions that were just Ponzi schemes, basically, around the crypto market, and there's so many of them. You could probably count on your fingers how many cryptocurrencies or tokens will actually survive until the next bull run. So Bitcoin being one of them. I mean Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, and I'm getting doubts about Cardano as well, and of course Ethereum. So those are the four that I'm holding long term, but I'm underwater on all of them. Being honest, actually, this is the month I need to cash that in if I'm going to. So yeah. XRP, they will win the case. Well, it's not XRP. Ripple will win its case against the SEC. That's a given. It's just being dragged out unnecessarily. And when that does, you'll see a little bit of a pump, but XRP won't really do much until the wider crypto space goes bullish again. But I think what you'll get with XRP is you'll get an exaggerated move to the upside in comparison to the rest of the crypto market. Of course, you're going to get all the shit coins as well that make 100x and stuff, but they're not long-term investments. They're just gamble plays. They're YOLO plays, as they like to call it on Wall Street bets. But if you're in it to the long term, XRP I think is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. But XRP I think has a long-term future. I mean, let's face it, we're talking about a cryptocurrency now that's been around for nearly 10 years, and there's not many of them can actually say that. So let's have a quick look, because I've not seen that. No. So what I'm seeing is that the SEC versus Ripple, or Ripple versus the SEC, a summary judgment decision is due, but it looks like it's going to have to be decided by a trial. So it's not won. It hasn't won. It's just it's still in the still up in the air, but it's. The SEC walked back down like the problem with the SEC. The problem with this whole case is that if the SEC wins, that basically will do for all crypto, because trying to say that XRP is an equity when they've not actually issued any guidelines on the differential themselves. They don't even know themselves. Otherwise, it would be an open and shut case. It just makes no sense. Yeah, I saw that. To the downside. Winning your argument and winning the case is not the same thing, though, is it? And therein lies the problem. If you've got a good lawyer, you can win your argument, but you can still lose the case. Drop shipping moving up. Wouldn't touch that with a greasy barge pole. BBIO, probably not something that. I'll put it on the watch if it starts to get green. There's not a lot else worth watching. I mean, let's put something on watch. BBIO. Something to keep an eye on the charts. And what else? HKD's made a move today. Again, I'm not touching that. Just the risk settings on that on my broker mean that I have to buy twice as much to trade what I want to trade. So the leverage is like I need 200% equity position. So if I buy 100 shares, I need to pay for effectively. I need to have 200 the price for 200 shares in my equity to trade it. So no, I'm not trading HKD. Well, Kyle, good luck with that. It's not moved much at all. But hopefully at the bell. This is yeah. At least we've taken a trade pre-market. Yesterday at the bell, we hadn't done anything. We had to wait until probably 9:40 before we took our first trade. The Ice World of Hoth spiking up 6%. No. BBIO is going down. Up, down, up, down. It's like a bride's nightie, that one. Just wait for the opportunities now, guys. There will be movement at the open. It's just a case of what's going to move. So the advantage of creating a watch list for the open, you can trade pre-market, that's great. But the main focus is you want to be trying to create a watch list of potential big movers at the open. So you're looking for that gap and go or the gap and crap or whatever it is, whichever way you want to look at it. The open is when the volume comes in and you get the most volatile moves in a single set. So you want to be trying to lock in gains quickly. Holding on to positions at the open is without taking profits, it can be detrimental, so just bear that in mind. We've got a little over a quarter of an hour, a little over 16.5 minutes to the open. So let's see what happens. I'm actually watching CrowdStrike as well. They had earnings last night. I was going to trade it, but I was too late. I lost money on it. Oh, if I'd traded it better, I would have made quite a bit of money on CrowdStrike. So I was going to trade that properly. It was too late. Missed most of the move up. ASAN, I could take a look at you. It's not on my scanners. That's why it's not doing anything. It's level on the day, so it's not done anything. Had a couple of fluctuations in the night, but there's nobody trading it. 32,000 shares, 33,000 shares. So this is Asana. It's at 1750s. There's just no volume. There's no trade there. There's no volume, no volatility, no nothing with that one. Maybe you'll get something at the open. I don't know. Cheers. Thank you very much for that, Rolex. I appreciate it. You like Rolex, do you? What's your favorite one? A bit of a... I do like a nice watch, I have to say. Yeah, the DSEY OAL is an acquisition, so there's no trade there. Yeah, well, it's down at the VWAP, so I wouldn't worry too much about something pulling back to the VWAP or even just below the VWAP towards the open. If it's had a good move up, which that has, and it pulls back to the VWAP, there's probably a good chance of a potential gap and go. Okay, so let's see if we can't get 20 cents, 220. That's where I'm in. Looking for 220 on the bid. So there's about 2 cents on the on the spread. So if we can get 222 on the ask, 220 on the bid is what I'm looking for. There we go. Actually got 223 on that one. Let's see, can we get a move up? 225. Get that 10 cents. $222. 3. $222. We'll see if we can break the $250 resistance. There we go. Got green on that one. Oh, 975. We're back up to where we were. Yeah, day date's okay. I mean, I've got the Daytona on right now, so I'm wearing the Daytona as I speak. So that's one of my favorites. I just like that. It's kind of a classy look. I like that. So I've got a day date. I've got a couple of more obscure ones as well. Weren't very expensive. Morning, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. You've been quite active in the Discord lately, Mike, and I appreciate that because you've made some really good calls. I just wanted to call that out and give you some credit where it's due. You made some good calls in the Discord over the last couple of days. So we've got 10 minutes to the open. Can we get 40? 35? No. That's 35. What's the high of day currently? 43. Almost got 40. We've got 39 on this candle. Let's see. Can we get 40? Lucky for 240. It's not. Doesn't look like it's gonna get there. So I'm gonna take half off. That's for a big wick to the downside. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, if you're going to buy a lot of watches, if you're going to buy brand new, you end up on a waiting list, and the resale market's much easier. You can get some bargains, but really, more often than not, you're paying more than retail, and you're paying more than retail if you go for resale anyway, because they do appreciate in value. A quality watch is going to appreciate in value. It's a good investment. It will appreciate in value more than inflation. Although I say more than inflation. Normally I would say that, but the way rate inflation's going, that I don't think anything's appreciated in value as much as that. Yeah, he does. It's called Day Trade with Tony, Alistair. That's Mike's YouTube channel. Check it out. It's really good. Anybody else see anything moving? I'm not seeing anything really right now. Cutting things early seems to be the order of the day today. I like that. I like this candle. It's a nice bullish candle. got good relative volume today, has this? It normally trades like 400,000 shares. 420,000 is kind of the daily average over the last 3 months, and it's already done 10.5 million. No, that's Disney. So 5.3 million. It normally does 20. Yeah, so I was right the first. 20x. More than 20x. 200x. 126,500 shares it normally does over the last 3 months. It's done 5.3 million. That's 200x, isn't it? My thoughts on HKD is it's an extremely risky stock, usually manipulated. My broker doesn't allow me to trade it. Well, it will allow me to trade it, but I've got to have twice the value in equity to trade it. So I'm only getting half value. There's no leverage. In fact, it's 0.5 leverage. So if I buy one share, I've got to have in my equity position the ability to buy 2 shares, and it locks up my equity. So for me, there's no trade on HKD for me. Now, other brokers may have a different policy. Other brokers may have. I just don't like HKD. It did when it moved up originally. I made some money on it, but since then, it just got so volatile at the time that the broker said, "Look, it's just not." I think they had quite a lot of clients that blew up their accounts with it, because the moves were so volatile, and since then it's just been shocking to be able to trade it. So four minutes to the bell. 4 minutes to the bell. What are we banking on? CrowdStrike. My good lord, I know I heard that wind as well, Miyako. Exactly, recycle much, Kyle, absolutely. It's recycled its float over. Over 100% of its float's been sold and bought today. That's and that's how, when a stock's particularly liquid, you can get some volatile shifts on it, which is, you know, what we want. We want the volatility, we want the moves. I'm looking at CrowdStrike at 132 is interesting. Above the VWAP. Had good earnings yesterday, so that might make a move to the upside today. Now's the time to take a bathroom break or get your cup of tea. Just under 2.5 minutes to the bell. I'll use my day trade with Tony mug. Get yours. Nothing better than a good cup of tea. Well, within reason. Oh, Nordstrom. So Nordstrom, no volume. There's like 35,000 shares been traded in this session, so there's no volume at the moment. It's not very volatile. There's no volume. I would just be careful with it. Maybe the volume comes in at the bell. It's currently 2% up on the day, so like I say, it's not very volatile. There's nobody trading it. There's no trade there. Intraday, there's no trade there. You're looking at it from a daily perspective. It's had a tough time since the beginning of February. It gapped up and then it's sold off ever since. So it went up to $27 at the beginning of February, and it's just it's not even looked like coming close to that kind of price ever since. So that's Nordstrom for you. CrowdStrike is up at 30, testing 133. So that could be interesting after the bell. Well, with a minute left, I'm going to switched the scanners over a minute early. Why not? How cheeky of me. Wash your mouth out with soap and water, Kyle. How dare you say that? A good cup of coffee is better than a good cup of tea. Shocking. I don't know, James. I mean, likes would be great, but you know, nobody likes to tap that screen 12 times anymore. Quite frankly, I mean, my poor dog doesn't get any treats anymore. So I've got a full bag of treats sitting on my desk, and my dog doesn't get any treats because you guys don't like tapping the screen on TikTok. Ooh, that was a bit of a sell-off. CrowdStrike moving up. Bit of a dump. Econ dump. CrowdStrike. Oh wow. Should have been watching CrowdStrike. Like I said, I don't trade below $2, so that's my cut-off switch. Oh my goodness, Oxy. If anyone's watching Occidental Petroleum, that is going mental. Up at 62.70s right now. Yeah, CrowdStrike above... No, it's gone without me. It's all right. Save me some money. I don't know about the likes I had yesterday. Nobody told me I had enough likes to give the dog a treat. Anything moving? Visca. Yeah. RBIO, ARLO. Broke the session high back down to $2, so we got up to 220. 221 is the high. Back over 2, I'll add to this. Oh, that's the kind of the Midas touch in reverse on this one. Can't take your call at the moment, Nick. I've given this long enough. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm just looking at what's moving, but there's not a lot of big movers at the moment. Not a lot of volatility as such. I mean, Viridian Therapeutics, very low volume, which moved 10%. So, is Oxy halted? No. Oxy. It's a big move up. Whole dollar. I'll get that in a second. Not feeling this at all. Don't have enough don't have enough leverage on that one. Let's have a look at AMAM. This is Ambrox Biopharma. Long way off the kind of halt levels. Volatility is just not seeing it right now. Missing the volatility. Don't do it there, El Puno. Not financial advice. But you're in a losing position. You're not adding down. You're not buying the dip from position of strength. Well, I'm looking at that. Don't like it. The upwicks are too severe on multiple time frames. So probably not something I want to take on board. But do we have any volume on Genelux today? No, not at all. No volume there either. Let's sort the wheat from the chaff on the scanners, shall we? Let's get rid of all the no volume nonsense. There you go. Straight away, that gets rid of probably 70% of the things hitting the scanners. Sort the wheat from the chaff. Maxion Solar. Yeah, it's reasonable. It's got a 4x 4 times relative volume. Don't mind that. CrowdStrike trying to make it move back up. Yeah, it's just we'll wait for the right setups. BBIO, you say? Let's have a look at its shorts. Yeah, and it's shortable as well. Not on short sale restriction or anything, so looking a bit weak. Very weak. Well, what did I change my volume to? So the volumes, so basically, I'm now looking for, in the regular session, over a 15-minute period, I'm looking for a minimum of 125,000 shares being traded. Over the session, I'm looking for 750. Now, I will increase that later in the day as well. 750,000 shares being traded. So that's just got rid of a lot of the crap that is low volume, untradable. Yeah, I'm watching CrowdStrike. It's got a lot of wicks both ways there, so it's trying to make it's below the VWAP. So I'll wait till it holds above the VWAP before I get in. Oxy kind of stalling up at the kind of 63s, 63.20s. Occidental Petroleum. Let's have another look at Maxen. So Maxion Solar. Is it a catalyst? Is it just earnings? Oh. So analyst ratings. So after its earnings yesterday, yeah. So it missed the EPS, beat the sales revenues. So that's revenue mixed earnings. Guidance below consensus, but it's getting decent analyst ratings. So Maxion moving up, probably not a reliable move. CrowdStrike didn't reverse, selling off now. Let's just wait for something to come and present itself to us, shall we? On small, relatively small volumes. So Rivian, I can take a look at Rivian for you. So MAM above $10. That's kind of interesting. So Rivian Automotive selling off. It's kind of bouncing, trying to do a red to green move, a dip and rip maybe. Not interested below the VWAP myself, but you know, you have a look. Conflicting reports. Don't worry about the reports, El Puno. Trade. If you're trading trade the action. Do not trade the reports. Do not trade the rumors. Trade the action. The catalysts are great, but you don't know what the market's going to react to any particular catalyst. So trade the action. If it's selling off, cut it. Wait for it to reverse. If the rumors are to be believed, then great. You can get in. You can get back in at a later stage. At least you're not losing money, or you're not continuing to lose money. Trading on Hopium is not a strategy. Rivian gets green, could be interesting over 1465. These are the lows, so a bounce on the lows could be of interest. I mean, saying that, it went to lows yesterday and continued selling, so it's gone, you know, lower lows today. So how long is it? Trying to judge the trying to judge the bottom. What's my take to adding to a losing position rather than a winning position? Only do it from a position of strength. So if you've got a cushion on the day, if you've got a cushion on the ticket, fine. It can pay off. It's a risky strategy to take, but if you're prepared to wipe out whatever profits you've made on the day in order to get a bigger gain, and that's the key. It's not one of those average down so I can get out at break even. It's you only average down with a view to it moving back up and breaking the highs. If you don't believe it's going to move back up and reach your initial goal, your original goal, you shouldn't be averaging down. The whole point is that the reason you're averaging down is to get a better position for the move to your original target. If you don't think it's going to meet your original target, it's time to cut it. So don't add to a losing position unless you're doing it from a position of strength. Edibles. So yeah, that's kind of a cup and handle formation there. Maybe we'll see if it gets green on the day. Could be of interest. Maxion, let's go back to Maxion. Did we get a breakout? No, we didn't. We're still up at that level, the $0.25 level. See, none of these are really exciting me at all in terms of the moves. They're either low volume or they're just popping up, hitting scanners, and then retracing. There's just not enough volume there at all. I mean, look at it. It's Yext. It's moved up what 5% since the no. It's up 5%. It's moved 10% since the open, but it was down 5%, so it's a 10% swing. I looked at this pre-market. There was not enough volume pre-market. So this is Arlo Technologies. Not huge volumes right now. 2x relative volume. Excuse me. Okay, how many likes do we have, Alistair? Let's see what we've got for our little puppy. We'll lick your lips. You really have to stand up for it, don't you? Hmm? Good girl. She has now. Yeah, BBIO is just selling now. Maxion. Yeah, well, I'm not too convinced of a potential breakout either. It might do. We're kind of getting above that $0.25 there, but I'm also a little bit cautious of a potential M pattern formation here. So current high of day, there we go. We just broke it. Where's the follow through? Just needs the follow through. There's no follow through. The continuation's missing on a lot of these. So you get in there, you get in at 2040, and there's no follow through. Here you go, have another one. You don't want it? No? I don't know about Powell hangover day, Jack. But Powell is going to be chatting again later. He's going to be testifying again later, so it might have another kick on. Edibles. Edible Garden. It's broke out. Also see And no leverage. Don't need leverage, really. Take up to 5,000 shares, I guess. What's the range on this? 20 to 22. What's the spreads? 10 cents. Up to 10 cents. What am I doing? Fair to middling. I'm down on the small account. Kind of just over 2k on the small account, and I'm up 1,200 on the main account. So fair to middling. There's not a huge amount between the two. $4.28. I get filled. Did get filled. $4.34 is a halt level, so I need to be careful, wary of that. Here we go. Holding $4. $4.40 is what we're looking for. $4.18 on the ask. It's 8 cents on the spreads. 8 to 10 cents. Well, it's currently 4, but as much as 10 cents on the spreads right now on this. Minute 21. It's just not. We're not getting the follow through, like I was saying earlier. That doji and the 2 up wicks kind of worry me. Edible Garden. Shows your stuff. That's 4:30 is now the high of day. Just not getting the spreads are actually not helping. Now, when I'm in a trade, I like to see it break out and move and mortar. This one ain't doing that just yet. Lock in that. Go for a quick bio break. Even before that, that's all right. Away we go. Let's do this again. Oh well, I was right to get out there, wasn't I? What happened? Yeah, it was just too choppy. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Let's see, what else is moving? Nothing. So we're just struggling to find anything with any kind of consistency right now. But it's still early. It's 10 o'clock. So we've got a lot of time to go. We've got a lot on the day. So Powell will probably crash the market. Let's see how choppy the market is. If we look at this S&P 500, yeah, Powell's crashing the market right now. I knew that was going to happen. I should have taken taken puts on the SPY. He does that every time he speaks. The market just sells off. It doesn't like him. He is the what was it? What I called him before, the human Xanax. Yeah. So everything will probably have a bit of a pullback, and then we might see a little bit of a rally afterwards. Let's have a look at Sure Holdings. There's just not enough volume on that. I mean, it's got some volatility, but it's no volume. Not check. You can't trade it. I mean, 34 cents on the average true range, but there's nobody trading it. What's it? 270,000 shares all day. Let's see. Let's get some noise, shall we? So the short queues made, oh my goodness, it's the S&P 500 is absolutely tanking right now. The Nasdaq even worse. That's a more exaggerated move. Look, the queues, which is effectively the Nasdaq. It's an ETF that tracks the Nasdaq 100, and you've got the S&P 500. This is what Powell does to the market when he testifies. If you want a recession, just put Powell on the TV 24/7. I don't even know what he said yet. BRQS developing rugged handhelds, so we're getting a bit of a bounce here, so we might get a bounce on a few other things at the same time that normally would be affected by the wider market. AMD, for example. Shopify. No, that's not really bouncing. What about Spotify? No, no volume on Spotify. That's unusual. Go figure. Do you know what? That could be a good, like the inverse Kramer type scenario there, Alistair. I should have. Whenever Kyle says short, I'm going to start shorting. So that's the second time you've advised me to short, and it's worked out. I hope you were on it there, Kyle. You didn't take the last time. You didn't take it last time. I hope you took your own advice this time. So the SPY's just gone green again. That's a strange chart on the 5-minute. That huge downwick. Go figure. Well, it's going to be one of those days, I think. You can sit on your hands, just be patient. Wait for the trades to come to you. It's going to be one of those days where it's just not good to be long biased. What else? Let's have a look. Bacon. We do like bacon beyond kind of soft. But we seem to be getting few of the cannabis stocks are moving. There's no movement there. There's no volume there, so I can't trade it. Trade strike. Kind of wiping off the whole earnings pump. It's on the 5-minute there. Comes up on earnings and it's pulling all the way back. So go figure. No, you might be onto a winner there. Just put your stop in. Yeah, Edible got a bit choppy and I didn't like it. Might have got into the break of 4 if I've been watching that. Yeah, so that's looks not looking great right now. 5-minute pattern there is looking very ominous. So we'll continue to watch. We'll look for. Wow, that's heavily down. Spreading that. 89 cents now. CTRM. Let's have a look at this one. United Natural Foods had a hard sell-off overnight. So let's have a quick look. Looks like it's trying to bounce, trying to reverse. Why did it sell off so hard last night, though? That's the question. United Natural Food falls 22% after inflation benefit fades away. And the reported worse than expected Q2 results. That was all this today. Yeah, not great volume. Maybe a longer trade could be of interest. Right now, I'm just sitting here watching the market, seeing what happens. Let's have a look at some of the crypto mining stocks, what they're doing. What are we doing with Marathon and Digital and BitBoy? Bit mining, no. Right, blockchain, no. Sideways. So crypto mining stocks just not doing anything either. It's going to be one of those days, I think. You're going to have to sit and wait for something to actually pop. And if you've got it and get on it, you make some money. Otherwise, we'll see. AMD, yeah, well, AMD's moving up with the market. So it had that big sell-off here, and now it's moving up with the market. Yeah, it's breaking highs, it's having an exaggerated move, but you tend to find the stocks that make up the market have the exaggerated move. But they do in general move with the market, so that's AMD. I think, yeah, it's a 25%, it's only 4x on that. So probably not something. Edibles back up there, 430s. Up and handle maybe. You're stuck in. You're not stuck in it. You're just too stubborn to cut your position, Ronan. Let's call it what it is. You're not stuck in. Nobody ever gets stuck in a position. They're just too stubborn to cut it. That's a breakout line. Let's have a look at Weight Watchers yesterday. Yeah, it's had a big move up, now it's having a big move back again. So Weight Watchers probably, that's where I got it here. Probably not having the best day, so if you're holding it, wanting it to back up to $7, $6.50, afraid to say, it doesn't look like it's going to happen today. Sixes today, Weight Watchers. It was up there, but at the open, doesn't look like it. I'm not saying no, but it would have to have a good rally at the moment. It's what, just down at 540s, and it's looking quite weak. So we'll see. It's only 60 cents. You could move that. Moved almost, what, moved over $3 yesterday, and it did a whole dollar move in under an hour yesterday evening. So there's possibility. Ultra Alliance. XPN. No, we're just not seeing the movement at the moment. Probably see something from at the bottom of the hour. We might get a news drop at the bottom of the hour, hopefully, which will give us something to trade. No, Arlo wouldn't say easy money. Look, nah. Quite frankly, no. It's moved up. It's moved up 36% on the day, but I wouldn't say it's easy money. It didn't have any volume pre-market. At the open, it popped, pulled back, moved up, dodges. The volume's been erratic. So, I mean, if you traded it and you made money, fair play to Penn State, but I wouldn't say that was an easy trade. The volume profile in particular has been erratic, and it's like every other candle is a different color. So looks choppy movement on the 1 minute. If you trade in the higher time frames, it might have been a little bit easy to trade. Tends to be the case. If you trade the higher time frames, the patterns are a bit more reliable and it's easier to trade, but your risk versus reward tends to be a lot wider. A lot of selling going on. I think DBIO is actually, you're right, now breaking lows again. Should have paid 90 when it broke 17. That would have been a really good shot. Yeah, Penn State. I mean, hindsight is we're all the best trader in hindsight. Look, we're breaking lows again now. Yeah, this probably would have been a contender for a gap and crap, gap down and drop. So it's like the gap and go, but in reverse. Edible's just so choppy though. Not easy to trade. It's not moving huge amounts. Across the day maybe, but CrowdStrike's even worse. I mean, CrowdStrike surprised me. That's pretty much ready to go red on the day. Had good earnings yesterday as well. How many platforms are you watching on, Alistair? We're down on the small account. We're up on the main account. Swings and roundabouts. Just waiting for something reasonable to actually trade. Because right now, Edible's probably the only thing that's half decent, and I missed that breakout there. Nice cup and handle breakout. There's your cup. There's your handle. Breakout to the upside. I'm everywhere. But he's not really speaking, Faz. He's testifying, isn't he? I've got 4 screens, Delavar. So I've got my laptop screen, which is where I've got my Benzinga and everything else, all my signals and scanners and stuff. I've got a watch list screen, which I've got a bunch of charts, which I'm kind of watching, and I've got my trading screen, and then I've got my other. Well, actually, I've got 5 because I've got the. I'm using my phone as well today, but that's slightly different. Yeah, four screens. Yeah, so he's testifying. It's not like a conference or anything. He's testifying to is it Congress? I think he's testifying to. And they pulled him apart yesterday. They made him look like like the Grinch trying to steal Christmas. He's probably, in hindsight, he probably is. Do you know what? I'm gonna short. Put a short on him. Breaks the $0.50. I can't even go short. I was going to short it, but it's on the short sale restriction. Hello. It's kind of plateauing now. Problem with trying to short something on, I can short it. It is shortable, but it's on short sale restriction, so I have to take a short position and hope it comes back for me. I can't short on or below the bid. So yeah. Oh well, you're on the wrong platform if you wanted to see all the regular posts. So try TikTok and YouTube, Elliot. I'll be posting a lot more on Instagram going forward, but I've been mostly busy on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch, Twitter, ShareVision, Rumble. It's hard work actually putting out posts for multiple platforms. Yeah, is it only just got on the? I'm pretty sure it wasn't on short sale earlier. But usually I see it at the open, so we must have gone on short sale at the open. What happens if they delist it, Puno? You're potentially going to lose your money unless it. But you will have shares of the company, but you won't be able to buy. You won't be able to sell them on exchange. So you'll have to go through a whole bunch of hoops on the OTC market to get. If it gets listed, it'll end up on the OTC markets, unless it goes bankrupt, in which case you lose your money. But if it gets delisted, the chances are that it'll end up on the OTC market, in which case you won't be able to trade it on the on the NYSE or the Nasdaq or whatever it's on at the moment. Right, so this could be a bit of a bounce at the bottom. A big W shape on the SPY. S&P 500, massive W shape here. 399 might make a move up. We'll see. Break 400. Everything's choppy right now. It's a choppy day. Very choppy day. How did edibles get on? Yeah. Do you know what? I was hoping for something at the bottom of the hour, so let's see what happens. We still might get something. CrowdStrike getting a bounce. CrowdStrike bouncing on the 125, which is where it closed yesterday before taking off. I love your enthusiasm there, El Perno, but are you still holding on to AMTD as well? Gotta be honest, this is one of the. It's a horrible day. If you're a long bias trader, it's like you're a short bias trader. I dare say there's been a lot that you could short, and even saying that, there's a lot that's just hard to borrow. That's actually selling off. Well, we're getting a bit more on the scanners, just the movement's very poor. Live stance, what's that? LFST. Yeah. No volume. Yeah, there's earnings this week. There's earnings every most days. There's not. I don't think there's much happening today. There's a few, but there's no big coffee table names today. Certainly that I MongoDB I think is after hours, but there's not much in terms of earnings today of the big coffee table names. CrowdStrike was yesterday's big mover. Would have been a good short today. It's dropped $7, $8. Oh, actually went up to 135, so it's down at 125. So it dropped $10 after the open. CrowdStrike. 1,000 shares there, 2,000 shares. Happy days. There you go. Well, I'm not trading anything else until we get a nice move. I'd rather just bank the 1,400 that I've got there. Am I missing anything? Is anybody seeing anything that I'm missing? I can't. There's quite a lot of lower price stocks that are moving, but again, they're not moving heavy. So CTRM, I remember trading this when it was much. Aston Martin. I remember trading this when it was a much higher price. So kind of big sell-off, trying to make it move up back over $1. It was 135 at the close yesterday, so it's trying to make a move back up. But this is the move. This is the top momentum stock to the upside at the moment. It's $1. It's $1 a share. Yeah. Had a good day yesterday, but it's done nothing today. And volume's been erratic, so I don't trust it. I'm looking at the wider time frame. Right now, I don't trust it. BBIO, if it can get over 1650, I might be interested in a reversal on BBIO. CrowdStrike 130, again, that could be of interest. We'll see. Right now, there's nothing. There's nothing. Look. All right, looking into Troika Media's recent short interest. Here's one for you, Alpuno. I'll pull that up for you and read that out to you. It's a nice little write-up on Troika. Okay, so Troika Media Group short percentage of float has risen 87% since its last report. The company recently reported that it has 12.89 million shares sold short, which is 49.44% of all regular shares that are available for trading. Just effectively 50% short, based on its trading volume. And it would take traders half a day to cover the short positions on average. So that's not a big thing. Yeah, so it's heavily shorted. More than double, almost double what it was previously. Peer comparisons are a popular technique among analysts for investors for gauging how well a company is performing. Okay. So according to the Troika Media Group's peer group average for short interest as a percentage of float is 7.3%, which means it's more short interest than its peers. So that's Troika and its short interest. But usually when it's heavily shorted like that, there's a reason for it. Yeah, very slow day. Get rid of that. No, I wouldn't say it's not that I don't trust it. The short it is I don't trust it to continue. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's going to sell off. If you look at it today, it's moved up 90 cents across the day so far. Very choppy. So yesterday's closing price was 23.10, I think, ish. It's moved up to like $24. So 90 cent move across the last hour. But it's been up and down, very choppy. So I don't trust it to sustain, is what I'm saying. When I don't trust it, I don't. If it breaks out, I don't trust it to sustain the move and end up getting stopped out and I'm looking for something clean to trade, and right now I'm not seeing anything. So let's. Well, at least it's doing something there, Faz. Morning, PMZ. Oxy's looking interesting. A nice double bottom formation there on the 2 minute. Get rid of this off so I can actually see what's on the scanners. Coinbase. Let's have a look at Coinbase. Making nice moves to the upside. Any reason why Coinbase is moving? Silvergate Capital making moves as well. Pretty sure I don't get any leverage on Silvergate. Or Coinbase for that matter. I don't know why I'm even thinking about like that. Yeah. Not that not that I can see at the moment, Ali. Kind of struggling for things to go long on today. Hello, Oxy's looking interesting. Coinbase trying to make highs. I don't like. Not really going to be able to take much size with that, though. That's the problem. Am I going to get the whole dollar move? Maybe. Yeah, probably. It's just not worth tying up the equity for it. Ravana. Yeah. Help me out, guys. There's not. I can't see anything worth trading. Just sideways since the open, really. No, did I said about the crypto mining stocks. I had a look at them and they were doing nothing, but what, half an hour ago? And yeah, I guess Riot and Mara are moving back up. Marathon Digital moving up. Riot a bit more. Hard to believe this was $100 stock there, just that's autumn. Nice one. Well, let's have a look at BBI. So, like I say, don't trade the news, trade the price action. From a day trade perspective, then no, it's just barcoding. Look at that. Oh, this is Bed Bath & Beyond. It's now barcoding. The range is like penny. In fact, the spreads are a penny, the range is a penny. There's no trade there. You can't trade that. How would you trade that? I think it might be one of those come back for the afternoon session. See what happens. I'll take my 1,400 bucks and run. For now, I'll take the 1,400 bucks and run with the dog. Take the dog for a run. Hold today, actually. Yeah, there is no range. Neo, Neo. What are you talking about? Bed Bath. 4 cents on the range. 1 cent spread, so it's a 4-to-1. It's not too bad. Huge float on Neo though. Very sideways day across the markets. So all the markets are just up and down, sideways, chop, chop, chop. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the next couple of minutes. We might get something out of it, but give it an hour. We might get some news drop over lunch. We've seen that over the last few weeks, we've seen things start to move around 11 o'clock. Right now, there's nothing really looking reliably worth going long on. So you're looking for good call options plays. Nothing looking reliable right now. Very sideways chop. Chop, 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 chop. Coinbase is moving up, but was that decent options play? Guaranteed to get leverage that way, at least. I'm just looking at the scanners, and that's speaking volumes. Is that if there is something moving, it's not hitting the scanners because there's not enough volume. And if it's hitting the scanners, it's just not moving enough. So there's a lack of volatility. So the two things that I look for a trade, we've got a bit pre-market, but the two things I'm looking for is good relative volume and good volatility, high volatility. And right now I'm getting neither, or one without the other. So I guess we'll knock it on the head then. No need to continue. Excuse me. Really, no need to continue the session. If they take the dog for a walk, it's just sideways chop at the minute. But good luck with. Just going to knock it on the head. I'm going to close it down right now. I'll take my 1,400 bucks and run, I think. And I'm in Ireland, Dillabar. So look. Stay profitable, get green, stay green, that's what they say. Get to goal and get out, that's what I say. We'll take another look when we come back after walking the dog. Otherwise, just be patient. There will be something will move at some stage today, and just be patient. And if you're watching it, if you're in the Discord, if you're in the Day Trade with Tony Discord, then if I see it, I'll call it out. If Mike sees it, he'll be calling it out. He's been our most vocal spotter of late. But in the meantime, it's probably not worth just sitting here and twiddling my thumbs. There's not even a lot to talk about. Very sideways, choppy day. So be careful there. Don't take a trade just for trading's sake. Make sure you get a good setup and a higher likelihood of a continuation. Okay. Capital markets there, Neith. Have a good day, guys. I will knock it on the head. Slightly up. Where do I